Well, the markets in the day, mostly bullish but mixed. My name's Dez here at Grok Trade. It's Tuesday, December 23rd, 2014, and one day before Christmas Eve. I live here in Indianapolis, and last year we had a ton of snow for Christmas. We are not as lucky this year. Today we had a temperature right around 50 degrees, not winter-like at all. However, we're trying to get in the Christmas spirit because it's knocking at the door. Taking a look here at the markets as a whole, you had the S&P up, Dow up more, up 0.36%. The NASDAQ was down 0.33%, and the Russell's was barely in bullish territory. So with that said, let's take a look here. Banks up 0.81%. So the banks showing very, very good increase here. But you had the GDP rising by 5%. That's huge. The biggest increase in like 11 years. A nice acceleration showing some economic growth. VIX here down 3.28%. Kind of confirming today's bullish move, and the banks are doing it too. Gold up a fraction, silver up 0.33%, crude oil, check this out, nice bounce, up more than 3%, and the US dollar up again. And I'll tell you, the US dollar is very, very strong now, and the markets can only keep going higher for so long when the US dollar is gaining this much strength. Transportation index up 0.75%, another bullish move here. However, utility index, which is a defensive sector, up 0.35%. Taking a look here at the S&P 500 daily chart, I want you to see that we do have a rising wedge. Those are bearish. And you'll notice the red line here, we're going higher, but we have a bearish divergence in the making. So overall, that is a bearish setup that we have before us. And let's really delve a little bit deeper here as far as the chart's concerned. We have this M for murder. I leave on my vacation, the markets crash. This past week, boom, just really did exceptionally well. Starting off this week fairly well, but here's the problem. It's this trend line coming up. This swing high to this swing high coming across. We touched it, we pulled back. Now we have a doji after an extended run. That doji is kind of like what's called a gravestone doji, and it's happening there at a resistance point, gang. Bad news for the markets. What we failed to do, furthermore, if you look at this blue line, we have resistance, 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 major resistance, major resistance. So far, we're not going to hit that blue line. If the markets go bearish tomorrow, this will really solidify this red line coming across as a resistance trend line, but it will show relative weakness that we could not get to this trend line that we've been hitting for some time now. And I'm going to set that up there a little higher. I want to make sure it's spot on. I'm very, very anal when it comes to my trend lines. I want them drawn perfectly. So what I foresee happening now is indecision at the top of a run. So that tells me there could be a switch or a change taking place. And I want to build the point here with the MACD. If you look here at the MACD, we're going higher above the zero line. But look how the two lines starting to roll over. And you can see that with the histogram. See how these ticks are getting smaller. If this crosses over, you'll get a negative tick. The next tick could be a negative tick. If so, that means this crosses over. And if that crosses over, this will be a red candlestick up here. And if that happens, that will confirm a bearish divergence, a bearish MACD divergence versus the price action itself. Bad news, especially when you get the 35,000 foot view. Big rising wedge. Markets could be, this could be a top, guys. This could be a top for a while. So you're hearing it here at Grok Trade. A quick look here at the weekly chart. You'll see that we pop back up, but we're smashing our head at resistance. Resistance. We're right at it. So man, it's at a real tough place to keep going higher for sure. And let's take a look here at gold. Gold here. Let's go to a daily falling wedge. This could get bullish, but I'm not sure where the low's going to be. If it could drop back down to this support area, I'd definitely be looking to buy. Silver, another falling wedge, but I want it to drop further before I'd be looking for a buy opportunity on that. And anything to speak of, yeah, Twitter was down 2.25% here, so I'm gonna wait for a pullback on Twitter and look for an opportunity to look to buy that. And anything else I want to show? What did Baba do today? Baba was down a bunch. It's down 3%. Big drop, finding support at the rising 50-day moving average. So Merry Christmas to all you guys. We will catch you later.